Kindness in our middle school falls around us like confetti. You can see it all day long in so many simple acts of kindness where you are making sure a student or a teacher is seen and heard and noticed by saying hello, by opening a door, by asking how you are doing, for looking at someone in the eyes and saying, hey, have a great day. The most impactful to me is when a student looks at me and asks me how I'm doing, or says thank you, or says, hey, Mrs. Sears, have a great day.
26 letters. They each make a different sound and they combine. I was never, ever going to get this. I hated school. I knew I wasn't cut out for it. Wanted to drop out in 2nd grade. But I had a teacher who called me up and she said she could see how hard I tried and she knew I was smart. She also told me she was going to give me a sticker every day for my very meager sticker chart. And I started to love school. Today I teach English. It was the kindness and patience of that woman who saw a squirmy, talkative child who was below the rest, and she decided to help me catch up. Thank you, Miss Sims. You will forever be my hero.
In the classroom and in our communities, the impact of small, everyday moves cannot be overstated. Our ability to make a profound difference in our students' lives lies in these seemingly minor interactions. By building an atmosphere of kindness, trust, and acceptance, we establish the foundation for quality teaching and learning where genuine connections can thrive.
The impact of teachers for me has been very significant throughout my lifetime. It started in high school where I had a high school teacher that truly believed in me and told me of my power academically and intellectually. From there, it allowed me not to just believe in just myself, but know there's others around me that believe in me. That has continued to impact me not just today, but throughout my entire journey through education and the academic field.
The teacher that impacted me the most would have to be my own mom. So not only was she my mother and my teacher in that sense, but my mom is also an educator. And so I got to watch her just be someone who consistently cared for her children beyond them being students. And she saw them as human beings. And that was really, really impactful.
An unexpected letter from a staff member showed me that kindness can inspire a whole new path. You never know who can be supporting you and believing in you quietly. I'll never forget the way she made me feel. Thanks, Barb.
The way that a teacher impacted my life is by showing me that they believed in me and really just showing me what I was capable of. And that changed my whole career path and my mindset.
The best example for kindness that I have came from last year when my son was diagnosed with an inoperable cancerous tumor on his brainstem, and the football team for my school and the football team for our opposing school where my wife works wore stickers on the back of their helmets that said "Band Together for Evan." So it was just a huge show of support for my son and for my family. My friend that I teach with made buttons that said the same thing, and everybody was wearing them. It was such an act of kindness that uplifted us, and I'll never forget it.
Hi, my name is Jen. I'd like to share a story with you about a teacher I had all the way back in my high school years. I had the privilege of having Miss Busher for 2 years in a row, and students noticed that she took the time to get to know them personally, not just academically, and this really made a difference in her connections with students and made them want to be better students. So thank you, Miss Busher, for teaching me that relationships matter, and this is something that I've always carried into my own classroom years later. Thank you.
How has kindness impacted me? Last year, in the middle of class, we were talking about generosity, and I asked the students, who in this room has been kind or generous to you? I want you to point to them right now. And every kid pointed to me. I still get choked up. That impacted me.
When I think about an educator that has had the greatest impact on my life, I can't help but think about my professor at Kent State University my senior year. It was the last semester before I graduated, and I paid for my own education with often working 3 jobs. But this particular semester, I didn't have enough money for my tuition because of so many materials. So I decided to pay the tuition over paying rent, knowing full well I was going to be homeless for a while. And one morning, the professor came in and found me. He didn't ask any questions, but he knew immediately what was going on. The next day I came in, there was a bag of groceries waiting for me. No questions asked. The day after that I came in, there was an envelope with a key and a beautifully written letter. In the letter was a message from him that said how proud he was of me and how he believed in me and knew that I was going to finish.